What is going on, everybody? We're doing a special live stream. We are reacting to the NFL draft. It's already started, and I can't obviously showcase the entire draft, but what I can do though is I can actually react to them as it happens live. So let me do that now. Actually, we're going to start sharing this. Here we go. Here's the first pick.
Caleb Williams.
As expected, this is no surprise. Caleb Williams has been selected as the number one overall selection in the 2024 draft. So now this is where, in my opinion, where the draft begins. So let me go ahead and just have you guys see some of that right now. And again, if you are tuning in live, thank you so much for being here. We really do appreciate it. And let me know if you guys can actually listen to the actual reaction of the draft. I want to be able to see that you guys can listen to all the audio. So this is actually big. This is big stuff here. So let me go actually quickly post this right here so everyone can see.
He looks at you dead serious. He said,
let me see. So I want to make sure that this works.
I think he's going to walk right down I-90. He is. He's on his way, man. He's on his way. He's riding. Yes.
Okay, so there we go. There we go. We see there.
Long-desired franchise quarterback. He's been dissected down to the cuticle.
Yeah, this is exciting stuff. Caleb Williams is going to Chicago, and just being completely real, I did not have a plan to go live. I just wanted to do this and see how it'll work out. So we're going to see it's actually up and running.
So she'd always work two jobs.
So let me go ahead and make sure that everything is set.
Washington is going to hand USC a third loss and a second in the conference.
The loss versus Washington in a big game, I take losing very seriously.
Yeah, Caleb Williams being selected. I'm going to just put a quick pause on that. Being selected number one is, of course, no surprise to anyone. This we saw coming, and I think that this move is a big one for Chicago. So, yeah. But, yeah, as you guys can see, we are here reacting live to the NFL draft, and what I'll do is I'll showcase the picks as they come in, share some reaction. I will also share some of the analysis that I have as far as to where I think these guys are going to rank. So yeah, it's really exciting stuff. So this is a live stream that I didn't think would work, but thankfully it is working for us right now. Just modifying a few things, sending the invite also on Instagram. What's up, brother? We got a live reaction here, so I'm going to go ahead and go in and out between the video that showcases the actual draft, and then, of course, I'll share some reaction. If you guys have any questions, whether it's fantasy questions or just NFL questions in general, I'd love to have the conversation up. We'll even be open to bring guests on. I'll send you guys a link that way you guys can tune in and we can discuss some of the stuff that's going on. But let me see. Get my guy here. What up, brother? Let's go. Thank you for streaming. You are most welcome. And again, right now it's just showing the reaction of Caleb Williams. The pick is still on the clock. We have Washington Commanders, and I expect a lot of trades to take place, so this will be really cool. So let me go ahead and just show you guys what I'll have it set up right now. So right now it's still ESPN is showcasing all of the reaction to the pick of Caleb Williams. And for me, the big thing about this selection is that we know that Caleb Williams has great weapons around him. He has DJ Moore. He has Keenan Allen. He's going to be set in a situation where he is going to be successful. And I also love the fact that they have a pretty good defense. So he's not going into a situation that like what we saw with Justin. So this will be really good. I'm going to come in and out. I'm going to actually let me know for those that are watching, if you guys can listen to the audio from the stream. Give me a thumbs up or a 1 to confirm that you guys can listen to what's being played.
And he had a plan. His dad said, "We're going to do this. You're going to have to stick to everything I tell you to do."
And then what I'll do is, if that is working, I'll be sure to come in and out. That way I don't get flagged for copyright infringement. So let me go ahead and post this right now. Just to be safe, I'm going to put a pause on the audio. But again, if you're watching, this is my live reaction of the NFL draft. For those of you that maybe don't have access to it, I'm going to have it up. I'm going to share the link right now on Instagram. So be sure to share and subscribe if you're not tuned in already. If you're not already part of the Ivan Herrera show, you can see that right now, if you're watching the draft, you can see that the Chicago Bears front office is extremely excited. And it looks like the pick is in for the second overall pick. And I hate when these like apps send you like the alerts way before. It's like, dude, just let us watch it in peace. So my advice to you is to always turn off notifications, because I like to be in suspense and watch it live. So let me know if you're just like that as well, if you like watching it live and waiting until the pick comes through on the TV. So I'm right now just gonna let this load, and then we are going to get this party started. As soon as I see the commissioner go live on the screen, I'll be sure to make sure that I show my screen, and then we'll react live to what is taking place. All right, so we got, okay, yeah. This is exciting stuff, man. All right. This is actually pretty cool. I didn't think this was going to work, so it's cool that it's actually working. So this is really awesome. So let me tag myself. And again, I'm going to provide the link for you guys on Instagram for those of you that are watching right now. All right, cool. So let me go ahead and switch back. So right now we just have the analyst, even though, yep. So it says here the pick is in. So I'm going to switch back, put the audio on.
Pet and watch a movie and things like that.
And what I'm going to do is I want to make sure this actually works. So I'm going to take a little pause here on my audio.
Unsuccessful is going to be because all these young quarterbacks are going to deal with adversity. And Chicago is a very, very tough sports town.
Yeah. The message you talked about, some obscene messages about opponents.
Okay.
He's learned from that. I got the same impression that you did, Kirk. Yeah.
So right now we're seeing the Washington Commanders pick is officially in.
Williams is a member of the Chicago Bears, and the Washington Commanders also looking for a quarterback. New coach.
So we have the Commanders are right now on the clock. We're waiting to see what they have to say.
We assume it's going to be a quarterback that has been all of the talk.
My gut is it's going to be a quarterback. I didn't think that this team, the Commanders, was going to trade out of this pick. Quarterback makes the most sense. They have a few guys there, so it looks like the commissioner is walking up.
With the second pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Washington Commanders select Jayden Daniels.
There we go. Jayden Daniels is going to the Washington Commanders. It's a good pick. This is a really good pick.
1-2 because 2015, Jameis Winston won a Heisman. Marcus Mariota went right after him. Caleb Williams won it in 22, Jayden Daniels in 23, and now the Commanders have longed for a quarterback, and they believe they found him here.
I'll tell you what, really impressed with Jayden Daniels, his leap from the 2022 season.
So now we have the New England Patriots. And for those of you that are watching right now, I've been big on the Patriots trading back this pick because the Patriots have so many gaping holes. And I was talking to a buddy of mine at work, and he was adamant saying that they should still go for a quarterback just so that way they have something to build around. But you can see there, Jayden Daniels is going on stage. He's ecstatic. He got his new team. We're going to. This guy was phenomenal in LSU. Someone who I'm really excited for. I'm an Eagles fan, so it's going to be fun to see him twice a year. But yeah, you see Jayden Daniels there from LSU. Now, if we're talking in the context of how you should analyze him when it comes to, actually, let me see if I can share something for you guys real quick. There's this great resource. If you ever wanted to utilize something that is free, that's a great resource for Dynasty football. There's this cool thing called Cube Cut. What I'm going to do right now that we have these playoff spots, let me share this screen for a second. I'm going to go ahead and pause the audio. Cool. So Keep Trade Cut. This is a great resource that tells you how teams are analyzing these players, especially in the context of dynasty. And the cool thing that you can see here, Jaden Daniels currently would cost you a Trevor Lawrence pick, especially if it's a super flex. So as you can see here, I have super flex selected. He is currently going for a 105, Chris Olave and Brock Purdy, which is pretty surprising there to me. But yeah, this is a great resource called Keep Trade Cut. I'll go ahead and put it here in the comments for you so you guys can see it. Great resource. I highly recommend using it if you're playing in the context of dynasty football. Really great resource. Let's go back, and I'll keep on going back and forth between Sling as well as the stream for the NFL draft, and in between this, a few resources that I want to share with you guys. So let me go back here. We're going to see what is going on, and you can see right now they're just showing some more coverage of Jaden Daniels, who he is.
You would know. Yeah.
And yeah, this guy was absolutely awesome. Look at that. 2023 Heisman Trophy winner, almost 5,000 yards thrown in the air. See Washington Commanders fans. So my prediction here is that you're going to see. Let me go here.
They're having a watch party back at his high school, and also a Commanders watch party there as they desperately wanted a quarterback to try to turn things around.
See,
So many.
got someone me up for the link.
Regina and Javon. And Regina, you're watching the watch party happening there.
All right, cool. Oh, the New England Patriots pick is in. Oh, this is nuts, man.
But more a better human, and he's gonna do everything he can for Washington. I just want to say,
Man, Caleb Williams going to Chicago.
the Commanders.
That was perfect. I think you practiced that. Javon, when your son's name was called, you were clutching this necklace. It has your late parents, Danny and Betty. What would they say about what your son has done, their grandson?
Oh, they will be unbearable at this point. Just so proud of him. Everybody at home is proud of him. I wear them with me to keep them with me. They were here with him.
All right, cool. Just getting everything set up.
Be here and for him to, reach his dreams and his goals.
A beautiful sentiment. Thank you for sharing that. Congratulations, you guys. Reese.
Laura, thank you. We talked numbers. You're a defensive guy at heart.
All right. So that's set up right now. So yeah, this is pretty exciting, man. You can see that right now. The Patriots pick is in. And I hate how these apps start posting it like right away. Oh, look, pick is in. Here's who they're picking. Again, I think that New England should trade back. I think they're going to do, but yeah, those of you that are tuning in, thank you for being here. We are watching the live NFL draft as it's happening. I'm reacting to it, give you some thoughts that I have. Let's not give Stanley any free advertisement. All right, so here we go. So here, I've been saying this from the beginning. Well, yeah, I'm not going to record audio anyways, so let me make sure this is good.
The New England Patriots on the clock for the third pick in this 2024 NFL draft, and it's a different one. As you see Robert Kraft, post-Belichick era. Here we go.
Is that they should trade this pick away, retool in other areas. They use better help on defense. Would not surprise me if they take a quarterback. Drake May, of course, would make the most sense. Let's go ahead and listen in.
The New England Patriots select Drake May.
Yep.
North Carolina.
Drake May. There you have it.
A lot of people talked about, right?
Exactly.
1, 2, 3, there you go.
So all the smoke screens that we were getting about JJ McCarthy and him being the guy, it looks like it's mellowed out. So again, if you're tuning in, we're just reacting live to the draft as it's happening. This is the draft reaction, first ever live stream. And what I'm doing here is, again, just reacting to the draft, giving you some analysis, some picks, and some thoughts of what I think is going on. So now we have number 4. This is where this guy, Marvin Harrison, needs to be going. He's next. He's going to go to Arizona. This guy is as sure of a sure bet when it comes to the wide receiver position. Leads the top tier among the prospects that are here. And then you can see right now, I also have the stream set up. We have Drake May there. You see Drake May there addressing the commissioner. Really good stuff. So Drake May, man, this is, I really hope that New England establishes having some sort of system around this guy that where he'll flourish, because New England, as I've said before, has so many gaping holes that would make it really difficult for them to be successful. They have a new head coach, but hey, you know what? The hope is that they're going to put some tools around him to be successful. So we'll see how that pans out. You see there the Drake May or the May brothers. And what I want to do is I want to test this audio. Yeah, there we go. So now pick number 4. The draft is already underway. I've said this from the beginning. I believe that this is going to be where Marvin Harrison is going to be selected. Now, where I think where the first trade should take place, now that we know that we've had 3 quarterbacks selected first, is going to be where you see the first trade take place, which is with the Chargers. Because we know that the Chargers need some help. They are in need of help at the wide receiver position. I would love to see them shore up the offensive line, and this class does have some solid offensive linemen. So be sure to put in your questions what you may have concerning, of course, the draft, fantasy football related things. But in between, what I'll do is, as a treat, I'm going to also pull each selection, of course, that is pertaining to fantasy football, and then we'll see how they fare up. So, for example, right now, I can share this screen real fast. You see on Keep Trade Cut, Drake May currently is valued as the same class between Rome Odunze, Dak Prescott. He would be a mid-first in a dynasty, as well as Jalen Waddle and Devontae Smith. And, of course, this is because this is a super flex league. So Keep Trade Cut, great tool to utilize. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the draft once we have word that the pick is in. I'm switching back and forth. There's about 3 minutes left on the clock for Arizona to make their pick. As I predicted, this is where I believe Marvin Harrison Jr. should go. He'd be a great selection there, considering that you also have weapons there with Kyler Murray already established as the quarterback. And then, of course, you can also include the fact that they also got Trey McBride last year, who's been a hit. So this will be a really good offense, a good system for Marvin Harrison to flourish in. So let me go ahead and go back to the draft real quick so we can see the pick coming in. No word yet, but here, let me just show you guys what we have. So there you have the draft. So, but be sure to put your questions, share some love, like this video. This is my first ever live stream where I'm showcasing the draft. So it's been actually working really well. Haven't had any issues. I'll put the audio on as soon as we get the commissioner out there. The audio has been working for the stream for the actual draft. And of course, if you have any questions or if you want to just enter a comment of what you think is going down, your reaction, you are more than welcome to do so. So right now you just see ESPN showcasing some of the highlights of Drake May. And Drake May going into Dynasty, he's someone I wouldn't necessarily see as someone you need to play right away, because I'm not a big fan of this offense. New England is still really weak at the wide receiver position. They only made one big signing, which was re-signing Kendrick Bourne. I mean, you still have Ramondre Stevenson there, but this isn't much of an offense that is going to be, in my opinion, at least one that is going to excite you in fantasy football. But Drake May could be someone that could be at least someone that you can pursue. I mean, of course, in rookie draft, in a one quarterback league, I would shy away from any quarterback not named Caleb Williams in the first round. I would wait until much later. And as I shared with you before, right now you're seeing that in Superflex League, he does get an uptick because the assumption is you will probably utilize him as your QB2. He should not be, of course, a QB1. But I'm really excited to see who the Eagles go for and keep an eye out. Oh, I think the selection hasn't been made. So let me go ahead and go back. Here we go. Let's see what Arizona's pick is.
With the 4th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Marvin Harrison Jr.
Attaboy. There we go. So there you have it, Marvin Harrison Jr. This guy is by far one of my favorite players His dad was awesome in the NFL. I mean, I'm starting to age myself there. I remember when his dad was in the league, watching him growing up when I first started playing fantasy football. I was a great weapon for the great Manning. But here, let's go ahead and go back to Keep Trade Cut. I'm going to keep on going back and forth so you guys can see Marvin Harrison Jr. His value in Dynasty is unreal. Just check this out. Share this tab instead. You go to Keep Trade Cut. You see here that Marvin Harrison is being compared and in terms of value, the same as Bijan Robinson, Caleb Williams, Anthony Richardson, and Jordan Love. I mean, this is just nuts. This guy is going to be great for a while. Wide receivers tend to also provide the longest careers when it comes to fantasy football and just even the NFL in general. So Marvin Harrison Jr. is a Arizona Cardinal. And I'll be going back and forth once we get word on what happens with that 5th overall pick with the Chargers, as I predicted. The Chargers should trade their pick. They should retool. We'll switch back over here to the NFL draft so you guys can see what's being showcased. So Marvin Harrison as well as Kyler Murray. That's going to be a good combo. So you see there Marvin Harrison Sr. So there we go. You see Marvin Harrison Jr. has been selected. You see his dad there being interviewed. So this will be good times for this family. So I'll be streaming most of the first round. Want to make sure I don't get busted for showing the NFL draft, but yeah, this is a good pick. Really, really good pick. So what I'm doing right now is just all right, cool. I'm going to stream a little bit more and then I'll be getting off pretty soon. Just wanted to test this out. This is pretty cool. All right, cool. I'm really excited. I think that this is where a trade should happen. But Marvin Harrison Jr. gives now Kyler Murray another weapon, something that he was lacking. So, okay, looks like there was a alert here that the Chargers are not trading their pick. Wow. This is nuts, man. So again, you are watching right now the live draft reaction. We're going to be going through every single pick, making sure that you guys get it live. Man. So here we go. So, okay, as I opened up with quick recap of what we've seen thus far, we had Caleb Williams go number 1. We saw Daniels go number 2 to Washington. New England then kept their pick and ended up getting Drake May. And you just saw Marvin Harrison at pick number 4 go to the Arizona Cardinals. So exciting stuff for the NFL. We have the 5th pick coming up with Marvin Harrison Jr. now selected. And the rumor is that apparently the Chargers are not trading this pick. So what makes the most sense for me, of course, number one, don't go for a quarterback. You already have Justin Herbert, amazing quarterback. Now the question is, okay, where do they go? Do they invest in another wide receiver? Do they go for the offensive line? Is this the first defensive pick? I mean, this team is already pretty good defensively for the most part. But yeah, so this will be fun to see what happens. There's about 2.5 minutes left for the Chargers to make their pick. So we'll see, and I'll bring the screen back to see what actually takes place. But yeah, this should be really exciting. So we have the pick coming in pretty soon, and my prediction is that they are going to go and get themselves an offensive weapon. Obviously, it makes sense that they were to invest in the offensive line. That will still classify as a weapon on the offensive end. But I mean, like a skill position player. I mean, I doubt if they wanted to go running back, they could have easily traded back. But with them not trading away their pick, it gives me the indication that they are going to go for either a wide receiver, maybe even an offensive lineman. But I mean, who they should go for is what really is now the question. So right now there's about almost 1:50. Yeah, I would say for sure an offensive lineman would make the most sense. Would not be surprised if wide receiver goes here. I mean, and Malik Neighbors or Ramadunze, but I would not be surprised if they were to invest themselves in a offensive lineman, something to shore up and help protect Justin Herbert. So now, okay, we're seeing that the pick is now in for the Chargers. The pick is in. So I'm going to switch back as soon as we see the commissioner walking up. I'm going to go ahead and come back to the stream and showcase that as well so you guys can see it. All right, looks like the commissioner is getting ready to walk up. I'm going to switch back to that. And here we go. The pick is in for the 5th overall selection of this draft. We are hearing that the Chargers are not trading their pick away. I want to keep it as low as possible. Don't want to get busted for streaming without any kind of permissions of the NFL reacting. So you can see the beautiful aerial view of the NFL draft being hosted in Detroit. Yeah, their pick has been in. You're seeing a lot of hugs, a lot of happy times over there. So we'll see who they go for. So you see there, I've been showing some of the top needs: wide receiver, offensive lineman, a few defensive spots in corner and linebacker. Man, some of these guys go all out. That's pretty cool. Here we go. Yeah, I'm staying away from my phone because I don't want to see any of the alerts that share what pick is going in. I want to be able to watch it live and react to it so you guys get an authentic view of what I think. So now that we know what 4 picks we've had thus far, it's going to be exciting to see where this one goes. So again, I predicted either a wide receiver or an offensive lineman. I'll be really surprised if it's anything other than that. Here we go. Oh, this fan doesn't know who that was. Yeah, they don't know who that was. Look at that big dude, man. An offensive lineman. That's awesome. So offensive tackle out of Notre Dame is now a Charger. It's going to invest in that protection for Justin Herbert. Good pick. Look at that. That's a big boy. That's awesome. Really cool to see that. Joe Alt is now a Charger. So this is the first non-skill position player outside of of course, Marvin Harrison, and then you had the quarterback selected. But now this is the first, I guess, non-skill, non-quarterback selected. Man, look at that. Look at those notes. Unanimous All-American. Yeah. Was one of the top-rated offensive tackles coming into this draft. Then that's cool. So I want to see how this is working as far as the audio goes, because all right. I'm trying to see if the audio is picking up for the stream. Looks like it is okay for our purposes anyways. I want to see the audio for listen. But again, for here, we are reacting live to the NFL draft. So far, here's the recap. If you have not been caught up, we have ourselves, number one, we had Caleb Williams, no surprise, go number one. We then saw Jayden Daniels go to the Commanders at number two. The Patriots kept their pick, and they are going with Drake. Pick number 4 was Marvin Harrison Jr., and now you got Joe Alt, 5th overall pick for the Chargers. And again, this is a team that I thought was going to be trading. So next on the clock, we have the New York Giants. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, you've heard much speculation about whether they should go quarterback. There have been some reports that they're not too happy with, Daniel Jones there. But then again, that wide receiver room is bad. I mean, they could invest in the defense once they go the offense as well. So interesting stuff here that will take place. What I'll do is I'll keep a close eye on the stream. There's about, so it looks like the pick is in. So let me go ahead and switch back to the stream so we can see what's going to happen. Well, actually, I'll keep a close eye until the commissioner comes up, so that way we can see what the actual pick is going to be. But yeah, this is a live reaction. Let me go ahead and switch over real quick out of that back. So you're seeing the ESPN team reacting, speaking about what they think will take place. Man. So far, so good. This draft's been pretty entertaining. We saw 3 quarterbacks go. One of my buddies was saying that I shouldn't be surprised if he saw 4 quarterbacks go in the first 5 picks. But he wasn't off by too much. There you see the New York Giants war room. Yeah, so very similar to that of the Chargers. They are in need of wide receiver, corner, tight end. I know Darren Waller was on the fence. Man, interesting stuff. Let's see what happens here. Man, the pick is in. There it goes. Roger Goodell. My phone slipped over, so I don't know where this is. Malik Neighbors, watch. This will be pretty interesting. So they drafted Jalen Hyatt last year. Malik Neighbors is going to the NFC East to join the New York Giants. Wow. Good pickup for the Giants. New York Neighbors. Wow, this is good pickup. So I wonder if this is where we're starting seeing now offensive tackles, defensive players being selected. So there's a recap. We saw Chicago go with Caleb Williams. But again, you guys right here. This is a live reaction. As it switches back and forth, I'll make sure to showcase the actual picks as they come in. So as a quick recap, we saw Caleb Williams go number 1, Jaden Daniels go number 2, Drake May go number 3, and we saw Marvin Harrison go number 4, Joe Alt, offensive tackle out of Notre Dame, go number 5, and then we just saw wide receiver Malik Neighbors out of LSU going to the New York Football Giants. So pretty good stuff so far. We have the Titans on the clock now with the 7th overall pick, and then we'll anticipate to see what Atlanta does with the 8th. Some rumors saying that they were looking to also trade out of it. So we'll see what happens there. Then you got Chicago with their 2nd pick in the first round, rather in the top 10. And then after that, you have the New York Giants, who may also trade out of that pick as well, even though we've seen a few mock draft showcase that you may also see Brock Bowers there. So what I'll do is let me go back and forth here so you guys can see. We're just waiting what happens next with this Tennessee Titans pick. Right now, there's about 5 minutes left on the clock, so we'll see what happens there. You see some more footage of Malik Neighbors, someone who's number 2 in my rankings as far as rookie wide receivers go. Rima Dunze was someone that was really close at number 3. But yeah, this is essentially the top tier of the class. Someone that, of course, is extremely talented, had a great 2 years. Rather, he had a few good seasons there with LSU. So yeah, you're seeing there some of the highlights there. So here, let's go ahead and go back really quick to Keep Trade Cut. And this is, again, a free resource that I love recommending. And what you can do is you can use what they have, which is called the Dynasty Calculator. I'm going to share my screen again. For some reason, it wasn't working. So Dynasty Trade Calculator, share. See right over here. You just type in the name of the player that you want to analyze from a dynasty perspective. Malik Neighbors, and here's what the market as far as dynasty goes is actually saying. We're saying AJ Brown, the 104, Trevor Lawrence, and the 105. So let me go and switch back to the draft. Show this tab instead. We have 4 minutes left until the Titans make their selection, and this is going to be pretty interesting. Send over your predictions. Who the Titans take? Who should they take? I mean, this team already has their quarterback. They have Will Levis. They have aging weapons there with DeAndre Hopkins. So it looks like they're going to go to a commercial. So let me go and switch back. So we'll see what happens with that 7th overall pick. Looks like right now I'm getting the alert that the pick is in for the Tennessee Titans. So as soon as I see Roger Goodell go back, I'll show the screen again so that way we can see the live selection as it's happening. But yeah, if you guys could do me a solid, hit that like button, share this as much as possible with someone. I love to do live streams. This is my first time ever doing one with the draft. So this is really, really exciting stuff. So just if you're tuning in right now, the next, I think, best available offensive weapons, you have Roma Dunze, you have Brock Bowers still out there. And from there, I think the next one I would say is you want to go for like Dallas Turner, the edge rusher out of Alabama. I think would be something that you would see. And I also love Troy. What's his name? Fatnu. I'm over here butchering his name, but he's a guy from Washington. Then you also have J.C. Latham as well. So there's a few good players that are left here that can go potentially to Tennessee. It wouldn't surprise me if they made their first selection be someone on the defensive side. So pretty interesting to see there. All right, looks like they are going to show the commissioner looking up pretty soon. Now, I'm trying to avoid watching all these, like, spoilers. And you know what? Respect to Sleeper. Respect to Sleeper. They're actually putting, like, spoiler alert before their thing, so that way you don't have to worry about seeing it before you actually get to watch it live. But yeah, let me know where you're tuning in from. Hit me with a question. Hit me with your prediction. Actually, let me go to TikTok real quick. Go live there. Let me go live. see, NFL 2024. All right. Going live. So we're live on TikTok. We are going to be live on YouTube. Well, we are live on YouTube. We're going to be live. Got a few people hit me up on Instagram. Be sure to check out the YouTube. Submit all your questions. Subscribe while you're there. And again, every single time the commissioner comes up, I will showcase the screen so we can see it. We can see what the selection is. Right now, they're just on a commercial break, so we'll see what happens there. But if you're just tuning in, we saw Caleb Williams go number 1. We saw Drake May. I'm sorry, I always get that confused. Jaden Daniels went number 2. Then number 3, you saw Drake May. Number 4, Marvin Harrison Jr. And, of course, now you're seeing that they had the 5th overall pick was Joe Alt. And the pick number 6 going to the Giants was Malik Neighbors. So share your predictions. We have the pick coming in right now. The commissioner is about to walk up to the stage to show who the Tennessee Titans have selected. If you are on TikTok, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate you. Be sure to check me out on YouTube. It's the Ivan Herrera Show. We talk all things fantasy. And right now, I'm going to switch back to the draft. So let me go ahead and put that up there on the screen on YouTube. If you want to follow along the NFL draft, go check out the YouTube channel. We have the live action to see the picks as they're coming in, as well as some reaction as well. But if you are on TikTok, be sure to also ask any questions or send over your reaction. What do you guys think? How have you guys thought the draft has been going so far? So, yeah, it looks like it's been a long time since you saw the draft go 1, 2, 3 with quarterback. The last time was 2021, of course, the notorious Zach Wilson and Trey Lance, number 2 and 3 behind Trevor Lawrence. And then this year's version is Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, and Drake May. And I thought that I'm going to say this again, I thought that they should have traded out of that pick because they have a lot of needs to address. You're seeing here the Titans right now on the stream are in their war room. You see their needs down there below. And I think this is where, you're going to see your second offensive lineman or your defensive player as well. So you're going to go over to the stream, and you're going to see right now the commissioner is walking up. Who is he going to say right now? What name do you guys expect to hear for the Tennessee Titans? Let's see. All right. With the 7th pick for the 2024 draft, the Titans select J.C. Latham. There you go, a second offensive lineman. This makes a lot of sense. Phenomenal pick. Now we have Atlanta on the clock. And there was a rumor earlier that Atlanta is considering trading out of that pick. So we'll see what happens there. You see J.C. Latham there with the grill. Man, good selection. Considering they now know they're building around their quarterback, Will Levis. Yeah, this is a phenomenal pick for the Titans because, again, they're going to want to take care of their guy, Will Levis. If you are here on the stream for TikTok, go head over to YouTube. If you're there too as well, right now on TikTok, be sure to shoot like. Gifts are welcome. You get to sign up for a charity, which is called Feed the Children. My children. I'm just kidding, dumb. Not dad joke. Now here we go. You see J.C. Latham walking up right now, about to greet the commissioner. And Atlanta is up next. Atlanta was rumored to make a selection to trade out. So we'll see. Yeah, look at those stats up there too. Atlanta only 2 sacks in 41 career games in Alabama. That's nuts. So Atlanta is up next at the 108. Let me see. They have their quarterback already with Kirk Cousins, right? They have Drake London. They have Bijan at running back. You have Kyle Pitts. I mean, what more would you possibly want, right? I mean, I'd be Xavier Worthy to the Eagles. Dude, that's not bad at all. What's up, guys? We're going to say hi to you guys as you guys come in. Appreciate you guys stopping in. Xavier Worthy to the Eagles would be really exciting. I would like that. I also want to get some support there in the secondary. I know linebacker has been a position of need for us for a few years now. But yeah, be sure to send over your predictions. Right now on the stream showing on YouTube the NFL draft as it's happening. So be sure to tune in there as well. There's 9 minutes left on the clock for Atlanta, so a lot could happen right now. We need a new center. Well, you know what? I like Cam Jurgens. I like Cam Jurgens a lot. On TikTok was saying that the Eagles should consider going new center. We're seeing Knicks to the Broncos. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming you're not a believer of Zach Wilson, huh? You don't think Zach Wilson will be the guy there at Denver? Well, that guy's not good. So, yeah, again, Bo Nix, the Broncos to that quarterback room. That'll be something else. So cool. Again, for those of you that are on YouTube, thank you for tuning into the live draft reaction, doing the draft picks that comes along. Yep, sounds good. Yeah, submit any of your questions. It'd be fun to share some reactions with you guys as well as your guys' predictions. So we have the Atlanta Falcons pick is in. So, okay, as always, I've been saying this as a preface. Each time that the pick is ready to come in, I see the commissioner. I'm going to switch over to the camera so that way we can see what pick are we on. We are currently on pick number 8 overall. So I'll give you a quick recap. We had number 1, Caleb Williams go to the Bears. 2, we had Jaden Downs go to the Commanders. We saw Drake May go to the Patriots. At 4, we saw Marvin Harrison going to the Cardinals. 5, we saw Joe Alt go to the Chargers. We saw at pick number 6. Oh, look at that big old hug. Sorry, I just got distracted. This guy gave the commissioner a huge old hug. That's so awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's so cool to see his kids right there in that situation. Okay, sorry. So pick number 5 was Joe Alt out of Notre Dame. And then pick number 6, you saw Malik Neighbors go to the Giants. And then, and then you saw pick number 7, we saw J.C. Latham out of Alabama. He got selected to go to the Titans. Now we are getting ready. Apparently the pick is in for the Falcons. The rumor was they were going to trade out of that pick. And it looks like that's not going to be the case. So we'll see how this turns out. It's tough, too, because I can't be on the stream for too long because I also want to watch the Lakers. But let me see. Thank you so much, guys, for the flowers. I do appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome for the roses. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Dallas Turner. Interesting. Yeah, my prediction was that they would probably go. So the Falcons, if we were to recap who they have obviously Kirk Cousins, they're a quarterback. Bijan Robinson, a running back. Tight end, they have Kyle Pitts. They have Drake London. They got Darnell Mooney. And then they have Rondell Moore. So they have a pretty good offense for the most part. So their needs will go more so towards the defensive side. They could get another offensive lineman. This pick is one that is a premium one, and it wouldn't surprise me if they went with offensive tackle, considering that this draft, rather this class has some pretty good offensive linemen there. So Falcons pick is in. We're waiting for the commissioner to come up on YouTube. I'm showcasing the live stream right now. Just go to the Ivan Herrera Show on YouTube. You'll see my face there with Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison. But looks like the commissioner is walking up, so I'm going to switch over. Let's see this pick. Surprised I didn't trade it. All right. Here we go.
In the 2024 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Michael Penix Jr.
Oh. Michael Penix Jr.? Wow. That's a surprise. Yeah, that's nuts. Michael Penix Jr. is going to the Atlanta Falcons. They've just invested so much money in Kirk Cousins. Wow. Malik Neighbors. Michael Penix Jr. Man, yeah, he did call it. He said Michael Penix. Wow. I wonder why they made that pick. I don't know if I'm crazy. Do you guys think that this was made because they didn't think that Kirk Cousins was like coming off his recovery from Achilles? Wow. This is interesting. He wasn't that great quarterback in college, but I don't know. That was interesting. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't someone that I thought that you put him in and he's like a plug and play guy, right? That's not at all what I thought.
But he is more athletic than I think
Yeah.
people think. And I think that if he works on his footwork, so when
I know he had some injury issues, which is why he wasn't much of a scrambler, but he's been a great pocket quarterback, someone that gets that talent, obviously. Last 2 seasons, he had over 9,500 yards thrown. You're seeing over here, 267 touchdowns, 4th in the FBS, was 25-3 as a starter. Yeah, right? Oh, you think so? That's interesting. So I have a comment over on TikTok saying that they may have a similar situation as the Titans did with getting Tannehill and then having Will Levis. But yeah, I mean, man, I didn't think that Pennis was going to be selected before JJ McCarthy. That's why this pick was surprising. Okay, so you have the Bears again, number 9. This would be killer if they got Rome Odunze. I would be so ecstatic because now, just imagine this. You have a scenario now where you have Caleb Williams at quarterback. You have DeAndre Swift, Ron Johnson in the backfield. And then at wide receiver, you have DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, and Rome Odunze. I mean, that's just phenomenal. That's a 3-headed monster. Plus, you have a tight end in Cole Kmet who has shown productivity in fantasy football. But let me do this to you. I'm going to quickly go back. So I've been switching back and forth in between the stream as well as going to this tool that I use for Dynasty football. It's called Dynasty, well, it's called Keep Trade Cut, and they have this thing called the Dynasty Football Trade Calculator. So let's go ahead and type in Michael Penix Jr. What was his value based on what the community was saying? Wow, it's crazy. His value is that much of a dip compared to some of the other guys that we saw earlier. So you're seeing right now, Cooper Kupp is someone that you can get Michael Penix for in a dynasty. An early 2nd-round pick, Christian Kirk and Marquise Hollywood Brown, and then Christian Watson. So you can see a huge dip to what we saw with Drake May, Caleb Williams, Marvin Harrison, by far the most value. So this is really interesting stuff to see. Oh, actually, I'm sorry, I'm not sharing it here on YouTube. Let me share this right here for a little bit so you can see here. Cooper Kupp, early 2nd, and Christian Kirk and Marquise Hollywood Brown. So let me see here. Oh, hold on. Looks like we got a trade alert. Looks like we got our first trade alert we're seeing here. Yeah, I think we're seeing a trade happening. Yeah, trade alert. The Vikings are trading. So the number 10 slot, the Jets are trading back. But here, I want to be able to have you guys see the reaction live of the draft. So let me go ahead and see. The commissioner looks like he's walking up. What do you guys think happening? I think Rome. Yeah, Rome. I think Rome Odunze makes the most sense for me as well. Okay, here we go.
The Chicago Bears select Rome Odunze.
Rome Odunze. This is a heck of a pick. This is a heck of a pick. This Chicago Bears team is going to be something. They're going to be a lot of fun to watch. They got their quarterback of the future. They have a weapon at wide receiver. One of the ones that they already have with DJ Moore and with Keenan Allen. Wow. This is awesome. This is good stuff. So this will be interesting. So again, quick recap. We saw Chicago take Caleb Williams at number 1. We saw Jaden Daniels go to the Commanders at 2. Drake may go number 3. And then you saw number 4, Marvin Harrison Jr., Joe Alt at 5. You saw Malik Neighbors go at 6 to the Giants. 7, you saw J.C. Latham, 8th. There you go. Hold on. I'm seeing right now Rome Odunze coming up. It's pretty cool. That's awesome. Yeah. Rome Odunze. It's good stuff. The NFC isn't the strongest other than the Eagles. I agree. Yeah. The best. Yeah, the Bears could be a wild card team. Oh, then you saw Michael Penix Jr. go 8 to the Falcons. And now we're seeing number 9, Rome Odunze, going to the Chicago Bears. Another weapon for Caleb Williams.
He said he got his work ethic by going out there every summer, working on the farm.
Now, there he is, Odunze getting his jersey for the Chicago Bears. route runner Matt Harmon has a great piece where he actually goes over route trees, and if there's a trade, it looks like the report is right here saying that the Vikings are trading with the Jets. They're swapping number pick 10 and 11, and the Jets look like they will trade back to obviously allow the Vikings to now get a quarterback. And for me, JJ McCarthy makes the most sense because you just saw Michael Penix get off the board. But yeah, this is wild. Can I join? I don't know who you are. Unfortunately, I can't have you join. I don't know if you're going to be a spammer or say some bullcrap. One time I had a dude from I forget where it was from, but some obscure country. But you can send me some flowers, though. Send me some roses. But yeah, it's be really cool to see what happens next. Judge McCarthy makes the most sense at number 10, in my opinion. I think that'll be the sense. If that's the case, actually, let's do this. I need to go back and forth here. We're going to go back and forth between the trade calculator on the trade calculator to see what it will cost now. All right, cool. So you're seeing here, let me switch over here real quick on the stream. On YouTube, you're seeing that you have pick 106 for Odunze, Drake London, Brandon Ayuk, and Tyreek Hill. So this is the level of talent that the dynasty community is really seeing within this draft. So yeah, this will be really cool. So we have right now the pick for the Vikings is now pick number 10. It was number 11. So it should be interesting stuff to see what happens here now. I'm expecting, of course, a quarterback to be taken. Let me go back to make sure that the pick is not already in. I'm going to go, yeah, so it looks like the pick is in. So I'll switch as soon as I see the commissioner walk up. And yeah, we'll go from there. So we can have reaction. I know that these apps are sending alerts as they're coming in. And it looks like, yep, I'm going to switch back real quick. Let me go to the stream. Man, it moved up, and you make a trade like that to get your guy that you really believe in. And for me, it would not surprise me to see a quarterback. Of course, the chat's saying JJ McCarthy, which makes the most sense. Let me go ahead and get out of this real quick. So again, this is, if you're watching on YouTube, this is the live draft reaction. I was reviewing some things right now on the draft calculator on Trade Cut, and you can see that I'm showing every single value and dynasty of what each player is worth, so that way we can see, okay, how do you now approach this? How do you now leverage this to your team so that you can retool and be prepared for the upcoming season? So it should be interesting to see how this plays out. So again, I'm going to keep the stream up for a couple hours, maybe till tomorrow morning, so that way we can see how that does, and then we will go from there. But yeah, I'll have some more videos pertaining to the reaction of the actual draft, some things that we can now look tangibly, because it makes it so much easier once we know where these players go, because these picks now start to have a name attached to them, especially when you look at preparing yourself for the draft, for the rookie drafts rather, in Dynasty. So let me go back over here. Okay, sorry. I wanted to make sure I was good. All right, cool. Sorry about that. I had an issue there. But yeah, so I'm going to be going back on stage once we get word of what is going to take place. Let me see. Give me some reactions. What do you guys think is going to happen? We know it's JJ. So with that, let's go ahead and get the draft. My wife, she leaves these little things here on my desk. We share an office, and she leaves her stuff on mine sometimes. But here we go. So let me go ahead and pull up, because we're already guessing. I mean, it looks like the writing's on the wall. McCarthy value. Let me show that real quick so you guys can see. And again, once I get word on what's happening, I'm going to switch over. Oops. Share screen. Dynasty. So JJ McCarthy looks like he is going for. So it looks like he's going for a mid-first and early first in 2026. Sorry, a mid-first in next year's draft. Kenneth Walker III, Mark Andrews, and a 110 pick in this year's draft. All right, so here we go. So yeah, let's get ready, because I know we're going to anticipate to see. So let me go here. All right. So, where is he going? All right. So the next one after that is going to be the Jets. You've seen Brock Bowers attached to that, so we'll see what happens. And as far as McCarthy goes, I think he goes to situation because he has weapons in Jordan Addison. He has weapons and also Justin Jefferson, assuming that they don't mess up and not get a deal done with him. But you're expecting that they're going to sign him for some big money. They're going to shore up those weapons for this upcoming quarterback. So it looks like the commissioner is about to walk up. Here we go. All right. So on YouTube, I have I'm showing the draft on YouTube. If you go to my YouTube channel, type The Ivan Herrera Show, and you will see that I am going over the draft as it's happening. So right now, just to give you guys some context, the Vikings and Jets traded one another. The Vikings had the 10th overall pick. Rather, sorry, the Jets had the 10th overall pick, and then you saw the Jets have the 11th. They did a pick swap. So it looks like for them to make their pick, they obviously needed to get a trade to go down so that way they can get their guy. Yeah, showing the draft on YouTube. Be sure to check it out. The Ivan Herrera Show. Drop a subscribe in there as well. So here's the commissioner. This is neat. Here we go. On the clock right now, you have the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings are on the clock. Now, it was the Jets originally at 10. They trade. So they're about to have a family read the pick for the Minnesota Vikings, the Ewan family. And yeah, I'm getting reports that right now I'm seeing on my phone, J.J. McCarthy is going to be the guy. And again, for context, play Dynasty Fantasy Football just like I do. McCarthy right now his value is like Kenneth Walker, Mark Andrews, the 110, the mid first, the early first in 2026. So interesting stuff there. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate you guys. Be sure to follow, go on YouTube, hit and subscribe. Would mean the world to me trying to become a full-time content creator. So I do appreciate you guys being on here. But the main thing is I want to be able to take care of the community. So here's the pick. The official pick is now in. The YouTube is The Ivan Herrera Show. That's IVAN. And the last name is HERRERA Show. Yeah, there you see right there. McCarthy is on the screen. He just got selected, got the word. That's awesome. That's really cool to see. He's hugging the family. Dang, that's cool. Dang, that's really neat. Okay, so now we have the Jets. There's been a lot of speculation on where the Jets should go. I love Brock Bowers. I'm a huge fan of that guy. I think he's good in that offense. But after what we saw with Aaron Rodgers, I think you have to make sure that you guys taking care of your quarterback. And in between each pick, for those that are SC relevant, as far as the players that get drafted, I'm going to reveal their value and keep trade cut to show you what the Dynasty community is thinking about these guys, how much they would cost. So we'll go there. And if you're tuning on TikTok, be sure to follow on YouTube, The Ivan Herrera Show. I stream it every single week. Got an audio podcast. This is a special live stream I'm doing just so that way we can continue to just bring awareness of what you should anticipate, especially with this upcoming season with these rookies. This is a great class that had a lot of good weapons so far. So so my guess is we're going to see Brock Bowers go at 11. Oh, the Jets pick is in, so we'll see what happens. I'd love to see Brock Bowers go here, but it wouldn't surprise me to see they shore up the offensive line. After Aaron Rodgers, they're in like win now mode, so that's why. I mean, Brock Bowers go in there. I mean, they have Conklin. Forget who else they have at tight end. They don't really have much, but And you're seeing right now the Jets pick is in. After this, you have Denver, then you have Las Vegas. And there's a lot of rumors I was hearing about Las Vegas trading, but no, it looks like they're staying put for now. We'll see what happens. Remember, keep on your radar that you want to keep an eye out for. The Buffalo Bills, who are they going to get at wide receiver? The Dallas Cowboys, who are they going to get at running back? So a lot of teams that could create some extra hype. Who I think the Saints will take? But you don't believe in Derek Carr as your quarterback? No, the Saints. That's interesting. Who should the Saints get? Michael Thomas is best, right? He said no. Yeah, I get you, man. Yeah, I don't believe in Carr either. Let's see where the Saints picking right now. The Saints are. It should be what? They're 13? No, they're 14. I'm sorry. Yeah, they're the 14th overall pick. So I was looking at. I mean, it would make sense if they went with an offensive tackle or something like that. Because I mean, this class has some really good ones. I mean, they have some really good tackles, some really good wide receivers. So yeah, I'm wondering who the Jets are going to take. I mean, I would love to personally see them go with Bowers, as I said. It wouldn't surprise me if they shore up that offensive line. You're seeing there. If you're watching the stream on YouTube, you can see what they're saying. The Jets' main team needs is offensive tackle, wide receiver, and a few pieces on defense. So yeah, we'll see what they go with. So it looks like the pick is in. Commissioner is walking up. Let me switch over to the draft so we can see it. Look at these fans, man. That's pretty cool. I mean, is there a team that has a better chance than the Jets do? What pick does Green Bay have? Oh, okay. Let me pull it. I think they're right after they're a little bit after Philadelphia because I'm Philadelphia. So the Eagles are 22. Yeah. Green Bay is at 25 for now. I say for now because you just never know. They may trade the pick a little bit higher, get some weapons, but for now, they are at pick number 25. And then I think should go for in the secondary. All right, here we go. The Jets pick. These guys don't know who that is. Alumwa Fashanu out of Penn State. That's cool. That's really neat. That's cool. That's really neat. I love seeing the families reacting. This is really cool. Yeah, I think Green Bay will invest in the secondary piece. Let me make sure that I'm seeing it. Okay, so we have an offensive tackle now selected. Another one. Oh, it'd be cool to see Cooper John go there. I want Philadelphia to get a strong selection there. But they're well, but we'll see what happens. See. Yeah, I would love for the Eagles to get themselves. Love them to get another corner. Philadelphia needs a corner so bad. So okay, now let's go ahead and go back. We now got the Raiders are on the clock. Raiders again. There's talk about them going for a quarterback. There's talk about them getting because I mean, what AJ McConnell? That's the guy, right? We'll see how this one goes. Here we go. You see JJ McCarthy there with his family. Really awesome stuff. That's really cool. Okay, so go ahead. Let's go back for those of you that are watching on YouTube. We're back to the keep trade cut calculator. JJ McCarthy. Now, someone who I think will have better value for sure than Michael Penix Jr. It surprises me that Atlanta went a route, but JJ McCarthy is going to be inheriting a team that features Justin Jefferson, that features, I mean, You have Addison, you have Hawkinson, who is still coming back from injury, so little reservations there. Do you think the Raiders are going to get a quarterback? See, I think the Seahawks need to get an offensive line. I think they should shore up the O-line. You want to get yourself some of these good defensive players as well, but I think Seattle goes and gets an offensive lineman to help shore up that protection. And again, I'm going to go back and forth between the streams, see what happens, make sure that we don't miss the pick as it comes in. And again, if you guys are watching on TikTok, please be sure to come through on the YouTube channel. It's the Ivan Herrera Show. I post every single week. I'm starting to do more live streams as well. This is my first debut doing the live streams, and it's cool to see it's working great. And then we'll see what happens next. So the Broncos have their pick. Pick number 12 is officially in. So we'll see what happens here. It wouldn't surprise me if they go quarterback here, because they desperately need a quarterback. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. Raiders, a quarterback, please. See some Raider fans. What's the name of the YouTube? It is the Ivan Herrera Show. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I got a few gifts ready. Appreciate you guys. You guys are so awesome. Really, really appreciate you guys. So yeah, we'll see what happens next right now with this pick coming up. And as I said on YouTube, I'll switch back and forth between Keep Trade Cut as well as the draft. That way we can see it as it happens, and also give you guys some analysis and some tools that I use to actually shore up my analysis. And they're all free too. So a lot of this stuff is pretty accessible, and it helps increase your knowledge too, which makes fantasy football even more fun. Yeah, I have no idea why the Falcons got Michael Penix. You invested all this money in Kirk Cousins. You have a good young core that you don't have to pay. So why not maybe start up the offensive line? Why not maybe add just to the defense, considering that their defense isn't all that bad? So for me, it's really alarming that they went that route. And again, as soon as we see the commissioner walking up, I'm going to be updating, switching to that stream so we can see it as it happens live. Apparently, the pick is in for the Denver Broncos, which means the Raiders are on the clock. I'm seeing that Bo Nix. I want to see. What's what I want the Eagles to get? I want the Eagles to get Turner. Shoring up the future for the Falcons. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Because you wouldn't want to draft, I'm assuming, JJ McCarthy, because he's probably one of like the guys who's ready right now to play. I think that even with the addition of, the fact that they have those weapons with Addison, with Jefferson, you add him there, that offense is going to be good. Plus, you have Kevin O'Connell, who has a great system there for a quarterback. We saw what Kirk Cousins was able to do there as well. I think yes, sir. Dad gang. If you know, you know. All right, let me see. Go Bird. And you're a Birds fan, man. Look at that. A fellow dad and an Eagles fan. I hope you follow, bro. I hope you follow. We can stay in touch. Okay, looks like so they're doing some more commercials still. As soon as I get word that they are going back to the stream, I will be sure to showcase that on YouTube. Again, follow. Oh, I see some Eagle fans in the stream. Yes, I am streaming the draft on YouTube. I'm getting off of it during the commercial break. Like right now, it's back on, so I'm going to switch back. And if you want to follow me on YouTube, it is the Ivan Herrera Show. We do podcasts every single week. I also give a few inspiring messages for you dads, you guys looking to level up as a man in life too. So I have some resources there for you guys I'm going to be providing for you guys as the offseason rolls through. But you see there on the live stream on YouTube, you see the draft room for the Broncos. Oh, yeah, you can find it? Yeah, sure. Let me see. So here you go. The Ivan Herrera Show. Let's see. I wonder if I can also provide the link for you guys. Okay, sorry. Doing two things at once here. Okay. I don't know if that link will work, but okay, here we go. Yeah, Bo Nix. We saw someone in the chat mention it. It's funny. Me and my buddy, we did a video, and I thought that Bo Nix. No, rather, I like Michael Penix more than Bo Nix, and he was the other way around. Man. Oh, that's cool. I feel like I'm a lot with these families coming through. Okay, so we'll do this. If you think the pick was good, hit that emoji that says smiley face, ding. Good, hit that sad face. We'll take a poll. Bo Nix going to Denver Broncos. How are we feeling about that one? Feeling pretty good about it? Can I take part of it too? No, I can't. Okay. So the Raiders are now up. Sweet quarterback. Hey, would it surprise you guys if you see Brock Bowers go there? That'd be pretty crazy if we saw Brock Bowers go there. Devontae Adams, but I mean, quarterback is definitely a need that they are in lieu of. I'm seeing a lot of sad faces. So Bo Nix, and we're not happy about Bo Nix going to the Broncos. So let's do this. As I promised, going to go back to Dynasty Football Trade Calculator here. Part of Keep Trade Cuts free resource. Bo Nix. What's his value now? He's a Denver Bronco, and you're seeing here, I'll switch back real quick. So it says here, Josh Downs, Evan Ingram, Jake Ferguson, Trey Benson, and an early 2025 pick from Bo Nix. That's interesting. Get a corner. Okay, so you're saying go for the defense. Okay. It's Bo time in Denver. All right. What's up, Isaac? Thank you so much for being here, brother. I appreciate you. So this is a free resource called Keep Trade Cut. They have a Dynasty trade calculator. This in no way is meant to ever be utilized as what they say I must do. It's more so to give you an understanding on how to analyze what the players are actually being valued as from the entire community in the Dynasty space. So let me go switch back. I think we have another pick coming in. Yep, the Raiders pick is in. So switch over right now. Let's go ahead and do that so we can see what is going to happen with that 13th overall pick. I can see an offensive lineman going here. All right, let me switch back real quick. I'm sorry. I was trying to figure it out. Yep, okay. So we have the draft there, guess. We got to trust O'Connell. Oh, did they not go with a quarterback? Or, man, that'd be interesting if they don't go with the quarterback. If you're on the stream here, thank you so much. Let me just make sure I showcase you. Diego, thank you so much for the comment. Guess we got to trust O'Connell. Gives me indication that they are another weapon that is the quarterback. You see the commissioner walking up. Let's see what he does. Whoa. Brock Bowers. I mean, one of the best weapons, for sure, the best tight end in this class. Wow. That's surprising. Yeah, see, I would have gone offensive lineman, right? I'm not alone in that one, right? Wow. You're seeing there the Bowers family celebrating their guy getting selected by the Raiders. This guy was a monster. Getting a few text messages right now. But yeah, one of my buddies is saying, reacting to this pick, man, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm shocked too. Hey, brother, you guys have a good one. KGLA, you keep on doing your thing, bro. God bless you. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So Isaac, you're absolutely right. That was my. What about right tackle? Yeah, Brock Bowers is phenomenal, but the Raiders had some more gaping holes that they needed to address. Appreciate you, Isaac, making the switch. If you're on TikTok, appreciate you coming through. Over on YouTube now, be sure to subscribe, follow, hit me up. Appreciate you guys. Okay, now let's go back. So now we know Brock Bowers is going to the Raiders, which means we got the Saints. Oh, someone on here was a Saints fan, right? Oh, sorry. What was your question, Xavier Jackson? Sorry, let me go back. Sorry, I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, sorry. Your question. Has Xavier Worthy been drafted yet? No, not yet. Did the Washington Foreskins take the Washington Foreskins? That's so funny. They selected Daniels. So they took Jaden Daniels at number 2 because he's solid. It'd be fun to see the NFC with some good quarterbacks there. You already have Jalen Hurts. So the Saints are on the clock right now. You see 5 minutes left for their pick. Let me switch over here. So again, you are right now on the live draft reaction. And yeah, sorry, I'm just getting some messages right here. So right now, okay, so we saw the Raiders made the pick at 4 hours. They pick Winston. Where did Xavier Worthy go? He hasn't gone yet. Xavier Worthy is someone I'm keeping a close eye out for. We're trying to check out and see if he goes maybe to Buffalo, Kansas City. So yeah, he's a solid player. So we'll see what happens to him next. I don't anticipate us seeing a running back being drafted in this first round. And so it'll be really interesting to see how this pans out. So let me go ahead and go back to the stream real quick. We're actually going to go back in a little bit right now. So yeah, if you're right now on YouTube, I appreciate you coming through. Be sure to cool it to the Lions. That would be pretty good too. So yeah, Xavier Worthy has not been picked yet. Xavier Johnson, I don't know what question you asked, but apologies. I cannot find it. So the next pick we have right now, we have the Saints, as I mentioned, right now, the pick number 15, and then you have the Colts, then you have Seattle coming up. So you have New Orleans, Indianapolis, Seattle, and after that you have Jacksonville to round out at 17. So it should be some good stuff here. And once I see that the commissioner is back and once the pick is in, I will go back to the NFL draft stream. Right now we're seeing there's about 3 minutes left on the clock for the Saints. And for me, it makes the most sense that the Saints were to go somewhere on the defensive side. I mean, they can go offense. They have so many needs there as well. So we'll see what happens there. Or we may see our first guard taken here too. So could be some interesting things taking place. So we're right now waiting for this thing to come through. The commissioner still has not come out yet. So let's see what happens with this pick. Okay. So I'm just keeping a close eye on the draft. But yeah, let me know. Okay, so what should the Saints do? And the Saints go more. What do you think about JJ to do? I like it a lot because my concern, because I have Jordan Addison in a few leagues. So the question that was asked was, what do I think about JJ McCarthy going to the Vikings? I love it because you have Kevin O'Connell, who is a proven quarterbacks coach, someone that can develop a great offensive system around a quarterback. Plus you have the fact that you have Justin Jefferson. Plus you have Jordan Addison. You have great weapons there. And I think that JJ McCarthy going to the Vikings made the most sense. He will fit in perfectly in that Kevin O'Connell system. And in fantasy, we're seeing that he's going to be valuable in Dynasty, a good QB2 in Superflex. And we're seeing right now the commissioner is about to walk up. Oh, no, not yet. Sorry. False start on Ivan over here. Jefferson is amazing. Yeah, I agree. Thank you so much for the flowers, or rather for the roses. I appreciate you. Really, really do. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, okay, let me see. Here we go. So it looks like the stream is coming back. Let me switch to that so we can see what is going to take place. And if you're on TikTok, hit that like button. Do some spamming for me. Share it. Really means a lot. So here we go. Oh, the pick is in. We haven't seen defenses called yet, which is interesting. So we'll see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. Let me go ahead and switch over to the stream so we can see it. All right, cool. So this is the stream. Oh, let me switch over. Sorry. So there you go. You see Field Yates there, expert for ESPN, sharing his 2 cents. NFC North is so fire. Yeah, you know what? They're going to be legit. You have Jordan Love there. You have down JJ McCarthy, Caleb Williams. Good Lord, it's going to be so much fun. Oh, I forgot the Lions too. Yeah, that's going to be legit. So here we almost 1,000 likes, guys. Thank you so much. That'll be a record. So I appreciate you guys. Really, really do. So I was waiting for the Saints pick. Will it be Dallas Turner? What happens? Man, so yeah, we have yet to see a team take a defensive player in the first round. So interesting to see what will take place with the Saints. I'm saying offensive tackle, another offensive lineman coming off. Let's see here. Man. Let's see what happens here. So right now we're just waiting to see what pick comes in. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you guys. Again, I'm going over the NFL draft. We're about what position in the first round in fantasy football do you usually pick? Well, it depends. If we're talking about, hold on, I'll answer that question right now. We have the commissioner coming up to give the pick for the New Orleans Saints. Listen to see what that pick is. With the 14th pick. Oh, Taloisi Tuala. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, Fuaga. I'm so sorry. Oregon State. Man, the offensive linemen and the weapons. Oh, that's great. That's really cool. Look at that. Oh, so humbled. Man, that's cool. Yeah, you're seeing this as a direction, man. This is the direction of the draft. All right, cool. So now that we know that Fuaga is the guy there for them, we move on to see who is next. And we have the Indianapolis Colts. Indianapolis Colts are next. And now if we're looking at their needs, I would say someone within their secondary for sure would be good. They re-signed Michael Pittman Jr., but they also have Josh Jones. But why not invest in another wide receiver there? They could go running back, but this high in the draft, you would much rather wait. I see running backs probably going second round. Third round, we'll see a few. But I would focus on, if I was the Colts, protecting Anthony Richardson. So it would not shock me to see them go for another offensive lineman. I would love to see the Philadelphia Eagles in the trade a secondary piece, especially at corner. We're a little long in the tooth position. But right now, showing the stream on YouTube. Hope the Lions pick Kool-Aid. I'm surprised he ain't. Yeah, you know what? I am not too surprised because this was a very heavy class when it came to offensive weapons. Obviously, quarterback being the first few picks that we saw in the draft. And then we also saw the same thing with wide receivers with the top three that we were interested in: Marvin Harrison Jr., Malik Neighbors, and Madunze. And now you're seeing a trend now of offensive tackles. So you're seeing that the NFL draft is now transitioning over to protector quarterbacks. And then you saw the first tight end and the only tight end that you should see coming out of the first round with Brock Bowers going to the Raiders, which was a shock. I really thought they were going to go with the offensive tackle or offensive lineman. So let's see what happens right here. We have the Colts. What's your guys' prediction? Where are the Colts going? And we're almost at 1,000 likes. So do me a solid, hit that button. Hit that like button, get me to 1,000. It'll be a first time. So it'll be really exciting. And thank you for those of you that are watching right now. We're on YouTube. We're watching the draft as it's happening. We are currently on the 15th overall pick. We'll go in a little bit and got to get ready to put the kids down. Got to help out the wife, So got to make sure I'm making myself available. But yeah, some big news too. We saw AJ Brown signing with the Philadelphia Eagles, another extension, 3 years, $96 million. Oh, look at it. It's juicy. There's an alleged right now that Kirk Cousins was not aware the Falcons were drafting another quarterback. And those of you that are Eagles fans, you guys know the pain that we experienced in 2019, 2020 when we got Jalen Hurts, and Carson Wentz was also not aware that they were going to go with the quarterback as high as they did in that draft. So, yeah, but Terry, I do think that they're going to draft the secondary piece there, especially because they got some good ones in this draft. So it'd be cool to see them make that move. Sorry, I just wanted to see comments over here. So yeah, you see the Colts there. There's about 3 minutes left on their pick. They're on the clock. Thank you for liking the stream. Really appreciate it. Oh, 3, you guys are the best. I appreciate you guys. Really do. We really do appreciate you guys. Okay. So we'll see what happens here. I think the Colts should go off the tackle. What do you guys think the Colts should do with this pick? Let's put some. Should I put some music on in the background? Put some music on in the background on YouTube. Give you guys something to vibe out to. I'm more of a hip, so let me see. There we go. Okay, we'll put some lo-fi on so that way we can keep the vibes going. Corner or O-line? Yeah, I agree. Corner or O-line would be great. Yeah, if you're on the YouTube, be sure to drop a like before you join the chat. And be sure to also keep on dropping those. What's your favorite team or where are you from? I'm Cali, Philadelphia Eagles fan. Joined the Eagles bandwagon back in 2004. Sorry, I said 2024. So 2004, I was in middle school. I was a freshman. I didn't want to be a Raiders fan, didn't want to be a Chargers fan back when they were in San Diego, and I chose them because of their helmets and because of NFL 2K5. If you guys remember NFL 2K5, that was legit. That was a fun game. And Terrell Owens was in the front cover, so I didn't really know much of the NFL, so I just picked the Eagles because he was in the front cover. And oh my God, it was so much fun playing that game, and that's where my fandom began. And I didn't know that T.O. was actually like a big-time player back then because I didn't know the NFL. I was more of a basketball fan. But yeah, now my fandom loyalties have gone to the NFL because I love fantasy football. So all I have to say, that's my inception to becoming a Philadelphia Eagles fan. As you can see there, Kobe Bryant, big fan of this guy. May he rest in peace, and got the Philadelphia Eagles there in the background here in my office. So yeah, we're just waiting to see the Colts pick is in. Man, I already know you were disappointed from last year. Oh my gosh, yeah, dude. Someone was asking me right now on the chat, was I disappointed with how the Eagles panned out? Yeah, even when we were 10-1, I mean, outside of that Buffalo Bills game where they came back, you feel good about the win, but you just feel like, man, something is off. We're not dominating as frequently as we were. So it was hard to be a Philadelphia Eagles fan last year during that stretch because we had an impressive win on the road versus Kansas City. And let me just pause. I thought because the pick is in for the Colts. So again, my prediction, offensive tackle or somewhere within the O-line. This could be where we get our first defensive player taken. Let's see. The commissioner's walking up. If you want to watch it on YouTube, it's the Ivan Herrera Show on YouTube. Here it is. Leatu Latu out of UCLA is going to the Colts. This makes sense. This makes a lot of sense. Dang, that's a good pick. So now you got Seattle next, and you got Jacksonville. So Seattle, my prediction for Seattle is that they are going to go with an offensive lineman. You want to shore up that O-line. Geno isn't your quarterback for the future for too long, but you have enough weapons there to make some noise, considering that you still got DK Metcalf. You have JSN. They restructured Lockett. You have Kenneth Walker Jr. Sorry, Kenneth Walker the third, and then you have Charbonnet. You want Dallas Turner? Okay, cool. Lions fan, I'm a Detroit. What do you think the best move for us? Man, the Lions are there, dude. I mean, I love the fact that you guys shored up Amon-Ra St. Brown. I mean, the Lions shoring Amon-Ra St. Brown was so smart because pretty soon Justin Jefferson's going to reset the market. Jamar Chase's contract is going to be coming up. So you have to make sure that you're at least securing your weapon to take care of Goff. And then you have Jahmyr Gibbs. You have David Montgomery. I mean, this is such a good scenario right now. Offensive for Troy. Picking 29th? So, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Right. Yeah, you're picking 29th. So, for me, it wouldn't surprise me to see Detroit shore up the secondary. For the most part, you guys are solid. You guys did lose CJ Gardner-Johnson, but you guys still have a pretty good defense. If anything, maybe even get another offensive lineman, shore up that offensive line to make sure that Jared Goff is protected and you guys can run the ball efficiently. And then maybe later draft, maybe get another wide receiver because you already have some talent receivers there with Amon-Ra St. Brown, TF Sam for them. So, I mean, that would be my take for what you want. Michael Phoenix. I mean, we did get Howell, so maybe we can change him into a dog. Want Howell? Like Sam Howell? Are you talking about the Commanders? No, he signed. You're right. I'm sorry. Sam Howell. Where did he go? Sam Howell. Where is Sam Howell? Oh, he's in Seattle. I thought he was in Seattle. Yeah. All right, so Jackson, I'm sorry. It's on the clock. 5 minutes on the clock. So we'll see what happens there. If you're on YouTube, be sure to send me your predictions. What do you guys think? What's going to happen next? Is Seattle taking an offensive line? Oof. It's juicy stuff. This is really juicy. I saw a sleeper alert about how you're seeing the GM for the Falcons explaining to owner Arthur Black why they chose a quarterback when they got Kirk Cousins already. Yeah, that's right. Michael Penix Jr. is a Falcon for only God knows what reason. I'm telling you, man, like this is where good teams and bad teams get revealed. All right, we're seeing what's happening next right now. So let me go ahead and get ready to showcase the next pick. All right. All right, let me switch back real quick. So this, again, this stream is our live draft. If you're watching on YouTube, I appreciate you for coming through. Be sure to hit me with a like, subscribe, send over any questions. And if you're on TikTok, you guys are more than welcome to stay on there. If you are, hit that like button as much as you possibly can. Spam like it. Be sure to also follow. For those of you that don't know, this is the Ivan Herrera Show. I post content every single week. And I'm going to crank it up during the off season. I'm doing a special live stream right now for the first time so that way you guys can see the kind of content I'm all about. So as you can see, based on my hat, I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a disciple, love to give value in every single which way. Of course, I love fantasy football. This is my hobby. This is like my absolute passion. And I love using it to connect with other people. So I'm big on community, big on giving support wherever I can, and my streams, my videos showcase that. So you'll see a lot of reactions, not only to fantasy football, but if you're listening to the podcast, love to also give you guys a few nuggets there for you dads, for your husbands, so that way you guys can continue to be the men that you guys are called to be. But okay, as I said, right now we have Seattle on the clock. There's about 2 minutes left, and it looks like the pick is in. So we'll see what Seattle ends up going with. Again, my prediction here is they're going to go with the offensive line. They have to shore up that line to protect the young, not the young quarterback, protect Geno Smith, and as well as that is there. So we'll see what pick Seattle goes with. And again, my first prediction is that they're going to go with an offensive lineman somewhere to shore up that O-line. Would always be great. Oh yeah, sure. There we go. All right. Thank you so much. 1.5K likes. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. For those that are on TikTok, I'm streaming the draft live right now on YouTube, The Ivan Herrera Show. So be sure to check it out. Let me actually get the screen ready to share the draft because I'm going away during the commercial breaks, but I am showcasing it as soon as we see the commissioner walk up so we can see what the official pick is. Thank you so much for the likes, Drew. Really appreciate you guys tuning in. Be sure to follow as well. And if you could, make your way over to YouTube. We are streaming and showing the draft there. Appreciate you guys that are still here on YouTube. We had a few more earlier. So let me go ahead and actually get this stream ready to show on YouTube. We are going to see what pick is next. Thank you so much for the likes. Really appreciate you guys. I had some gifts come through earlier. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate you guys. Man. Waiting for this pick to come in, but we have these darn commercials. What's good, guys? Welcome to the live stream showcasing and live reacting to the NFL draft. Currently on YouTube as well, The Ivan Herrera Show. This is the live draft reaction. It looks like the draft is coming back. You have the commissioner about to make his pick. So let me go ahead and get that ready so we can see it as it happens live. So let me go ahead and share that. Here we go. So there they go. They're about to get the commissioner ready. So we'll see what you think. Is Seattle taking another offensive weapon? Are they taking an offensive lineman? Are they going defense? What do you guys think? What is Seattle going to do? What's your prediction? Man, it'll be interesting to see. All right, here we go. The Seattle pick is in. We're just waiting. And what happens, what I'm doing also is once the pick gets selected, I'm also revealing which. Sorry. There you go. Okay. There you go. Sorry. So what I was saying was, as each pick gets selected, I'm also reacting to them. Showing you guys a free resource that is from Trade Cut. It's a really cool tool that will help you analyze what the fantasy community thinks of the players that were selected. That way you can leverage it when it comes to your trades, when you're making your roster moves. And again, I appreciate those that are here on YouTube. Really do appreciate the comment. Subscribe as well while you're in. Drop a like. Help a guy out, please. There you go. The pick is in. We have the commissioner walking his way up to that podium to make the pick for the Seattle Seahawks. And right after that, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars. So really interesting stuff coming up. We'll see what's going to go down. Yep. All right. So I wanted to see if I got any alerts about Seattle pick. So far I haven't, which is good. Okay, so they're getting ready to show the pick. What's going to happen? What do you guys think? Thank you for those of you that are on TikTok, YouTube. Appreciate you guys as well. Man, so Seattle, this pick is in. And after that, we got Jacksonville. We know we'll go ahead and talk about Jacksonville right now. So with Jacksonville on the clock now, I can see them also going for defense. This is now the boring part of the draft, I guess, if you're looking for more of the fantasy perspective. Oh, hold on, alert. Oh, you're a rule. We are not going to be talking about who the Jacksonville Jaguars are picking, because after this pick, the Vikings are picking again. So interesting stuff about to take place here. Wow. So I wonder who the Vikings are going to go for now. Here we go with the 16th pick. Byron Murphy. There we go. Wow. Man, that's cool. I'm gonna put a bow on this stream pretty soon. I wanted to see if I can get some more picks in, but I want to go ahead and stop before it gets too late. But all right, guys, thank you so much for watching this. I do appreciate all the love on TikTok. You guys are awesome. YouTube, thank you so much. Be sure to send some more of your comments along. Really do appreciate you guys for joining the stream. Again, this was a last minute thing. Did not plan on doing a live stream for the draft, but for those of you that were here on the live stream, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Be sure to subscribe and follow. Also, check out the audio podcast. It's available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you could get your podcasts. I'm available there as well. The Ivan Herrera Show. And while you're there, be sure to, give me a review, 5-star review. Give me a follow, and we will see you guys in the next video. Peace and love.